Nothing much, just school, work. I try to skate, I try to shoot pictures when I have time, but just school and work. Gotta stay focused. Cal State Fullerton. Yeah, always. Well, I mean, a lot of people say that it's not working. I'd say that it is. I mean, we have a lot of successful people out there. It's just kind of up to the individual. I went to Olive Street, I went to South Junior High, I went to Catella, I went to Fullerton College, and I'm going to Cal State Fullerton. And I'm surrounded by the same environment that other people in the city were. And you know, it just depends on the individual. If you're willing to learn, you'll learn. And if you're kind of wanting to go against authority, then you will. It's just up to the individual. Oh, hell yeah. Bachelor's of Business Economics. And yeah, I value education because, I mean, my dad, you know, he was pretty hard on us. My siblings and I growing up. But I'd say it paid off because I love to learn. Well, I mean, skating, I guess because I just always felt like, or I do suck at like just any other sport. I mean, I suck at skating too, but it's something where you don't really have to be good to do it. I mean, I started skating here at Walnut with, you know, some old friends from South and eventually Catella. Like I said, I never got good at it, but it was always fun because you don't need anybody else to skate with. You can skate by yourself, but it's always cool to skate with homies, of course. Photography, shout out to Miss Galvin for introducing me to that. You know, I took the class because I just always liked photography, pictures. I always valued pictures, whether it be like personal pictures or just like pictures of a landscape or anything. It's really cool. The very first time I looked at a viewfinder, it was just amazing. It just looked like so much different than just seeing it differently, just in your own eyes. It's pretty crazy. It gets me like, I get happy about it. Oh, it was cool too. I mean, I had multimedia 8th grade with Miss Newmanville, South, for anybody that knows. And I just loved it. And then just combining that with skateboarding, since I was like so much into it at the time, senior year, it was just great. It was a time for, you know, my friends and I to go out skating, have a good time, you know, film what we do. Some of the clips in the video are just like kind of hijinks stuff, us having fun. It was just great. Just enjoyed everything. And the video editing, of course, I've always liked that. I'd say they were more professional in a way, since it was kind of like someone else was relying on me to aid them in the video. I don't want to take all the credit for doing all of that. It was really cool because in a way I also got to teach Alberto how to do some editing on it. The last video he recently took out for Go Skateboarding Day, he was actually the one that really put the clips together, kind of cut them. I was kind of there spotting him, but he really did a lot of it. And you know, I do feel honored that, you know, he chose me to be part of it. It was cool. Well, as for photography, I mean, there are people I look up to, but it's not like my style is like heavily influenced by them. I kind of like a diverse amount of photography. I had the film photo class at Fullerton College, and we use this textbook where it basically teaches you, you know, the basics and, you know, other stuff to it. But I see pictures in it, just several pictures, and I'm just like fascinated by each one, how each photographer is different, how, you know, they could basically take the same scene and capture it different ways. And I just like to see different things. But, you know, obviously there are other people like Ed Templeton. You know, he's a skateboarder, he's vegan, so I feel like he's, you know, just an all-around great guy. You know, I met him a few times and he's really cool. As for video editing and stuff like that, I don't know if I really have if I were influenced by anybody specifically. I know like Pretty Sweet and like Fully Flared, those are videos that I thought were really cool just because like the effects and the editing, you know, just stuff like that. It's really cool. Yeah. Oh hell yeah. all these finished projects, just like an adventure called skateboarding, you know, Alberto Gonzalez video, and just the zines. You know, I made one zine that I gave out for free. I'm in the process of making another one. Those are kind of like things that I just like hold on to for like, you know, life. I even consider those bigger achievements than some of the school achievements I've you know had before. And just, I don't know, they're just things that I'm never gonna let go. Right now, I recently completed one, or it's actually volume 2 of like the first one I gave out for free, called Falling Short, volume 2, and it's like a full color one. Right now, I'm just in the process of deciding whether I should basically get it all printed out myself, or if I should contact the publisher to do that. But it should be out soon, and I hope people like it. I always have fun doing that. It's kind of like a put on me and my life. Obviously, I'm not that tall. I'm like 5'3" or something. And then I always feel like, or since I was kind of growing up, I set pretty high expectations for myself. So I always felt like I was just falling short of all those expectations. And when I was in Fullerton College, I had 2 economics classes, or one economics class, where I was like 0.2 points away from an A. So it's kind of like, I don't know, it just made me laugh. I wasn't really that mad, I was just, you know, just falling short. I'd say there'd definitely be another show in the future, but oh yeah, of course. I think if you ask anybody, music influences them to a certain degree. For me, it's just I personally like hardcore, like hardcore punk and stuff like that. Orange County hardcore. I mean, there are a lot of great bands that, you know, it just like from the very first time I listened to them, it's just crazy, like the amount of just like aggression, but just like this positive aggression, and just the message in the music, and just like, I don't know, I could just like name a bunch of bands that are just like, they're just so great. It's all about like the positive mental attitude. Oh yeah, I'm straight edge. Yes. Like a razor blade. Oh, that's that first photo is a picture of a show at Program Skating Sound in Fullerton. This band called The Discrepancy, Orange County hardcore, straight edge, and it's just really cool. I really like their message about kind of your decisions being, you know, within your own mind, and you get to choose your outcomes in life. And I like that picture just because, I mean, it kind of shows some of the emotion during their performances. And you could also see like the dude from Step for Change, which is another California straight edge band in it. And just like, it kind of, to me, kind of embodies that show at Program, and just, you know, the amount of just happiness and emotion in it. I like photo 2 because, I mean, it's obviously a picture of a plant. Those are like one of my favorite plants. I know it sounds kind of dumb, but I think nature in itself is art. I mean, if you look at that plant and you see the shape, and just like, if you were to be able to see the color too, it's just gorgeous. That's one of that picture was one I did in my film photo class. So that was pretty much all manual, you know, self-developed, using a larger. I think it was like an 8x10 sort of size. And it's just like, I just like the shadows and just the lines and the shapes, and it's beautiful to me. That one's cool because it's like a throwback. That's around the time when I first got my camera. My friend Chris is in that photo, you know, hauling the boards here at Walnut. It was like a summer day. When I look at it, I could like feel the heat. I could just like feel the energy that was in that day, you know, us just trying to hang out, skate. You know, I had a macro lens, it was Chris's macro lens he let me borrow on my Canon. And it's just like, I like the color in it too, just like how it's kind of, you know, macro. Yeah. I think if you asked me this on different days, my answer would change. Because to be honest, I see the world however I want to see it. I mean, if one day I want to see that it's, you know, it's a really messed up place, and I want to look at the negativity that's going on around me, then, you know, I'm gonna feel or talk very poorly of it. But if on another day, you know, I hear some news, some good news about, you know, some new discovery or some, I don't know, act of kindness or something, then, you know, obviously on that day, I might feel a lot better about it. But overall, I'd say the world's a beautiful place. You just kind of have to do your part to keep it that way, and just try not to look towards the negative. You don't just see the positive. Just keep living life. You know? Be good to one another. Well, first of all, shout out to Raw Dog for putting on this pretty cool series. Yeah, and then I don't know, just shout out to all my teachers I've had in the past, you know, starting from kindergarten all the way to, you know, my recent professors. I'd say they help shape me for along the way, basically. Shout out to, you know, all the people skating, all the people taking photos, all the people who appreciate art, and all the people that want to see good in this life.
That's it? Hey.